Hey Teasdale, we figured since there's not a lot of people right now in the museum, this would be a perfect time for us to give you a VIP tour of the Draper Natural History Museum. So what we're going to do is walk through the Draper. I'm going to show you some of the amazing wildlife that you can see right here in the greater Yellowstone ecosystem. And we're going to start right at the alpine environment, as I like to call it. And it's about say 10,000 feet or so. But there's lots of really cool things to share with you here. So let's look right up here, Teasdale. Check this out. This is the big golden eagle we have up here. They have about a 7-foot wingspan on average, and I'm sure you're pretty familiar with Kateri out in the Mews there, but look at those talons. They're actually bigger than yours, and that's saying something. Look at that. You have some impressive talons as well, but that's all right. They normally like to eat you guys in the wild, so we're going to move on down the line. Oh, Teasdale, look at this. What do we have? A treat here for you today. Look at this amazing critter. This is a Clark's nutcracker. Check that out. These guys are really good for distributing pine nuts or pine seeds around this environment here. And look at that beak. That is amazing. Pretty cool stuff, huh? All right, so we're going to move on down into the next habitat, to the mountain forest habitat, which you should be pretty familiar with. You actually were found in a habitat very similar to this, and that's when you got your wing injury and you had to come live with us here over at the Center of the West. And we're actually very glad you could join our team, but sorry to hear about the accident. But we're glad you're doing all right now. Now there's lots of really cool things to see down here. You can always see that here in a little bit, but I want to show you this side where we have lots of cool stuff in the trees. Look at this, Teasdale. Over here, we have a couple of three-toed woodpeckers. You know, they used to be called four-toed woodpeckers until they had an unfortunate family accident. But we won't talk about that. But there's another thing I want to share with you here. We have another owl over on this side of the exhibit. Come on over this way. This is a great gray owl. Check this guy out. Look at that. I know. He is a little larger than you, it looks like, but he actually is about the same size. He just fluffs his feathers out a little more. These guys love to be in those dense forests, and they've been known to pounce through up to 18 inches of snow in the winter and grab a mouse without even actually seeing it at all, just by hearing it. And it looks like you're getting the evil eye here a little bit. It might make us a little nervous. Let's move on down to the next habitat. I know there's lots of other really cool things to see, and I'm sorry I get so excited. We keep focusing on the birds. That's what I really like to talk about here, and I'm sure you're familiar with it. I'll try to be a little more attentive next time. Oh, look at this, Teasdale. Oh, we have some black-billed magpies up here. You're pretty familiar with these guys. We have a couple of them that hang out near your house. They always hang out on that fence and chat with you all the time. It looks like they're getting a great meal with that elk they're scavenging off of over there. Oh, Teasdale. Check this out. It's a sandhill crane up there. Check that out. These guys are actually flying overhead right about now, and I can hear them. I actually heard one this morning, and they had a real plucky kind of a call they were giving off. But they are migrating right now. And over here we have a raven. You've seen lots of these guys around as well. They're really intelligent birds, and while you might be known as the wise old owl, these birds actually have an incredible way of getting meals. They can actually utilize tools in order to get a hold of their meals. One study I read about, they used some sticks and they were getting some grubs under some bark there. And you use some sticks in some different ways. You rely more on it for camouflage as opposed to using tools, but that's all right. Now we're going to move on down to the plain or the basin habitat. This is probably what we're most familiar with because here in the Bighorn Basin, this is where we do most of our programs. So you're probably used to seeing all kinds of sagebrush and all sorts of critters that we're going to see down here. Over here, we have lots of, greater sage grouse it looks like. And they are going to be lekking this time of year, showing off for all the ladies as this fine male is. As you can see, he has some huge personality he's showing off for these ladies here. Looks like he's suckering this gal in here. But you're going to see them displaying this time of year, and there's lots of other really cool things to share with you here. Because this next spot, we have a prairie dog town cutaway here, and there's all kinds of little critters that you would see in a prairie dog town. Of course, prairie dogs, we have black-footed ferrets. There's a murder spagurter over here, also known as a nope rope. That is a prairie rattlesnake. I know occasionally birds like your species have been known to munch on them from time to time. And over here in the corner, right under you, this is a burrowing owl. They are actually a lot smaller than you, and they will eat lots of insects, small rodents, and they are migratory. Versus you're going to stick around here year-round. Oh, look at this. We have something else to share with you here, Teasdale. This is a pair of ferruginous hawks, and it looks like they're fighting over a prairie dog one of them killed. And, you know, they've been here since 2002 when the Draper Museum was first constructed. I have yet to see one of these guys actually win that prairie dog and get a good meal. You're a much faster hunter than them, and we bring your food to you. Oh, Teasdale, there's another thing I want to share with you over here. Check this out. This is a replica of an Allosaurus skeleton, and it was, one similar to this was found over, let's see, I'm drawing a blank on where it was found. Where was it found? Shell, thank you, yes. This was found near Shell, Wyoming, a short distance from here. And there are actually lots of really cool fossils you can find across the state, but this one you probably would call an Owlosaurus. Okay. Oh, look at this, Teasdale. We have another really cool critter I want to share with you here today. It's a western meadowlark. Check that out. These are beautiful songbirds. They're found all over the state, and right about now they have some beautiful song that they're going to be just serenading across the prairie, and that's probably what you're going to hear because you have such good hearing, but you can't necessarily see that bright yellow and black collar that's on their breast there because you can't really see color, but that's okay. So that's a pretty cool species. And of course we have to end on a good note by talking about owls. Of course, over here we have what's this? Short-eared owl. They were supposed to put in a great horned owl. They aren't nearly as cool as you are. Man, I'm going to have a word with Nathan about this. That's not okay. Well, aside from the ending, I do apologize, Teasdale. We hope you enjoyed your quick tour of the Draper. And since you enjoyed it so much, maybe we could get some other tours of some of the other museums here at the center. I bet we could talk to Sam over in the Buffalo Bill. Ooh, wouldn't that be a hoot? Oh, and we can talk to Hunter in the Plains Indian Museum. And then we can go and, let's see, we'll talk to some folks in the Park Museum. We'll go over to talk to Daniel in the CFM. Oh, we're going to have a great time.